Hey guys, it's Chris. From standing sideways to cars moving uphill, here are 8 of the most famous mystery spots where you can actually defy gravity. Number 8. Saint Ignace Mystery Spot. The Saint Ignace Mystery Spot can be found in Michigan in the United States. And when it was first discovered, surveyors noticed that none of their machines worked. When testing the area of this effect, they realized it was circular in nature, and one that spanned 300 feet in diameter. And thus, the mystery spot was born. This later became a massive tourist attraction, one that featured being able to witness balls rolling upward, people changing sizes depending on what room they're in, and more. This is one of the most famous mystery spots in America, and it's not hard to see why. The trick, though, is that it isn't defying gravity so much as it is defying the perception of gravity. So let me explain. The house that the mystery spot sits on is one that was built on a slant. And due to this and other optical illusion tricks, you feel like you're defying gravity when in fact you're doing nothing out of the ordinary. Still, an optical illusion is a way to defy gravity. And people still go there to see how they personally can defy it, as well as to see if they can figure out the truth about the place without having to look up the answer. It just goes to show that if you add a bit of history with a bit of mystery, people will come running to it. Number 7. Magnetic Hills. In multiple places on Earth are spots called magnetic hills. These hills are places where people have been documented to put their cars or various vehicles in neutral gear, and then they'll sit back and watch the cars basically be pulled up a hill, which it shouldn't do because of the layout of the terrain. It would take an enormously large magnetic force to do such an act, which has led to the perception that these magnetic hills are ones where gravity seems to have a much lesser effect, and so instead of going down, the cars are pulled up. Some of the places you can find these hills include Black Rock, Australia, and Ladakh, India. They're very popular tourist attractions for obvious reasons, and the phenomena has brought many to the table to figure out what's really going on. Most believe that this is yet another optical illusion, but not one created by man, rather, this one is made by nature. As the lands that have these hills are usually flat and barren, and not unlike a mirage, the land seems to warp to make it seem like your car is going uphill, all the while it's technically just moving under the influence of gravity and momentum, and sometimes you're actually going downhill instead of uphill. Whatever the truth or explanation, if you find yourself on one of these hills, you should definitely try it out for yourself. Number 6. Santa Cruz Mystery Spot. In terms of mystery spots, one of the most famous of the bunch is found in Santa Cruz, California, to the extent that loads of people have come to it from all over the country for over 75 years. Here's the official description of the place. The mystery spot is a gravitational anomaly located in the Redwood forest just outside of Santa Cruz, California. It is a circular area of effect around 150 feet or 46 meters in diameter. Within the mystery spot, you'll be stunned as your perceptions of the law of physics and gravity are questioned. But don't take our word for it, come and decide for yourself. According to them, the place was found by surveyors in 1939 and then opened to the public in 1940. It was at that point that people started to spread the word that the place defied the laws of physics and thus made the place even more popular. But it's just a trick of the mind via the use of visual cues and slanted buildings. One of the most popular tricks that this place had was that you could put a ball on the floor and it would roll upwards, when in reality, it was actually rolling downwards and you just couldn't tell. No matter what though, this mystery spot is very famous, and people continue to go there to have their minds warped just like the houses. Number 5. The Oregon Vortex. The Oregon Vortex is a glimpse of a strange world where the improbable is the commonplace, and everyday physical facts are reversed. It's an area of naturally occurring visual and perceptual phenomena, which can be captured on film. No matter your education or profession, you'll find a challenge to all your accepted theories. Another popular mystery spot is the one found in the Gold Hills of the state of Oregon. And while this mystery spot does play to many of the same tropes the others do, this one also has some mysteries that can't seem to be solved quite yet. The history of the place is actually rather fascinating, as it used to be a mine office, and then it slid down a hillside where it remains to this day. John Lister was the first owner, and he called it the House House of Mystery to start, and later turned into the Oregon Vortex and opened it to the public for viewing. It's said that he conducted thousands of experiments to try and figure out how this spot could do things. It should also be noted that the Native Americans of the area are actually rather frightened of the area where the vortex rests, because according to them, it's forbidden ground. Number 4. Cosmos Mystery Area. In the Black Hills of Rapid City, South Dakota, you'll find not just a spot, but a whole area that's dedicated to the mystery of the land, the Cosmos Mystery Area. The area known as the Cosmos is the strangest location in the entire Black Hills. Here the world is different, topsy-turvy, with nothing in its normal position, including yourselves. The laws of nature seem to have gone completely berserk, especially in the Mystery House itself. However, to feel the pressure of the area against you is the most unusual feature of all. A physical experience you will never forget. The history of the Cosmos Mystery Area is that in 1952, 2 college boys were exploring the Black Hills. They were intending to build a cabin in the area, but instead they wound up in the cosmos. Upon doing experiments in the area, they decided to open their own place to showcase all the wonders that are here. One of the most famous events that goes on here is that you can have 2 people stand in a spot and be a certain height, but when they change positions, their sizes change. And as the legendary photos show, the area is level, and it's clearly not a hill. And yet, people change size. Another optical illusion, but one that's gotten the area a lot of attention. Number 3. Mystery Hole. Located in Ansted, West Virginia, the Mystery Hole is one that fully embraces what it means to be a tourist trap, and it does that not only with its description, but also with its decorum. It has many items meant to get people's attention and lure them inside, such as having a giant gorilla outside or having a car coming out of a nearby wall. One lady said it changed her husband from an old grouch to a nice, sweet person, and some have even complained that the admission price is too low and insisted on giving a tip. Some have gone away so bewildered that they've headed in the wrong direction and became lost. Very often, keys get locked in the cars because the occupants are too anxious to see the mystery hole. This matters because oftentimes mystery spots try and make you come to try to break the illusion of the place. But here, with the mystery hole, they're actually wanting you to come in because they want you to have fun and make some memories in a place you likely won't think about any other time in your day or week. There is a beauty in just wanting to make people happy, and that's what the mystery hole intends to do. Number 2. Confusion Hill. It's important for spots like the various mystery spots to try and do something different with themselves, and Confusion Hill does that via a part of their backstory. Confusion Hill was built by George Hudson in 1949. After World War II, George was intrigued with the idea of finding his own special place, similar to the Oregon Vortex and the Santa Cruz Mystery Spot. He believed that there were more than just a few places in nature that defied its own laws. For centuries, people have called such things as magnetism and gravity laws of nature, and he felt that at specific locations, these two forces can combine in a way that alters our perception of the world around us. While this may sound like the typical mystery spot pitch, there is a more mythical element here in regards to the Chipalope, a magical creature that's a mix between a chipmunk and a jackalope. It's said that the creature was born here in an area of Quincy, California. That being said, a Chipalope has not been officially seen in the area, but it has brought many who are curious about the creature. Number 1. Spook Hill. Sometimes it's the story that helps sell the illusion that's going on in a certain place or area, and that's the case with Spook Hill in Lake Wales, Florida. Because according to their legends, a ghost haunts the hill, and it's because of that strange things happen to the cars that come upon it. According to the legend, there was a Native American chief, and he went and battled an alligator that had been stalking and hurting a local village. The two had a vicious fight, and in the end, both of them lost their lives. This is where the tales branch off, because it's unclear which spirit is haunting the hill and causing cars to move when they shouldn't be. Some think that it's the Native American chief wanting to contact someone, but others think it's the alligator still trying to attack those that come near it. But either way, this magnetic hill is certainly rather unique in terms of setting. Thanks for watching. What did you think of these interesting mystery spots? Have you ever been to one of them? If so, which one? Let me know in the comments below. And be sure to subscribe before you leave so I can see you next time.